You wake up, you open your phone, you look at your bank account, and in that moment, a small number on the screen has determined almost your entire life. What you will eat today, where you live, whether you will sleep well tonight, or lie awake at 2 a.m. trying to calculate how long your money will last. But what most people don't realize is not all of us are playing the same financial game in the U.S. People often say the average net worth of a household is around $1 million. Sounds like everyone is doing okay. Right? Wrong. Because average is an illusion. Behind that number are two completely different worlds. One side is millions of people living paycheck to paycheck. The other is people making money even while they sleep. And the gap between them is growing larger every year. So the real question is not how much money do you earn, but what financial level are you at in this system? Today, I will walk you through each level from the lowest to the highest. Not to compare, but to help you clearly see where you are and what it takes to move to the next level. Leave one survival mode poverty. This is the level no one wants to talk about, but tens of millions of Americans are living here. You are not managing finances. You are managing survival. Money does not come to build the future. Money comes and disappears immediately. You know exactly how much is in your account, not because you are disciplined, but because you have no other choice. One unexpected expense, a medical bill, a car repair, a rent increase, can destroy your entire month. At this level, money does not work for you. It is working against you. And the biggest cost is not money. It is mental pressure. Level 2 getting by working class. You have a job. Maybe full-time. Maybe multiple jobs. Income around 40,000 to 70,000 USD per year. Sounds okay. Until you look at the costs. Rent 1,500 to 3,000 USD per month gas. Insurance. Food. 50% to 70% of your income disappears before you even think about investing. You may have 5,000 to 10,000 USD in savings, but it is not enough to change the game. You are not poor, but you are not moving forward either. You are like running on a treadmill, and the speed keeps increasing every year. Level 3 middle class trap. This is where most Americans think I'm doing fine now. Income 70,000 to 120,000 USD per year. You start to have savings. Think about investing. Dream about buying a house. But then reality hits you. Average home price in the U.S. around 400,000 USD. Plus 20% down payment equals 80,000 USD. You save 1,500 USD per month equals 18,000 USD per year. You need 4 to 5 years just to get a ticket into the game. And that is if housing prices stay still, which they never do. At this level, you are comfortable in daily life, but big goals are always far away. This is the biggest trap. You are not in enough pain to change, but not comfortable enough to be free. Level 4 traction momentum starts. This is where things begin to change. Household income 150,000 to 300,000 USD. Usually 2 working people or high-level skills. You begin to have 3,000 to 5,000 USD in savings each month. Investing in ETFs, participating in and the market. You are no longer just living. You start building a financial system. You understand it is not about working more, but letting money work. You invest in markets like the S&P 500 with long-term returns around 8% to 10% per year. And for the first time, you realize time plus discipline equals real leverage, level 5 top 10% wealth building. You have gone further than 90% of people. Net worth $1 million to $3 million USD. You have A home retirement accounts, 401k, IRA, an investment portfolio. You can travel, buy quality items, not check the price of everything. But here is the truth. No one talks about. You still don't feel rich. Why? Because you see others who have more taxes increase. Cost of living rises with you. This is when the most dangerous enemy appears: lifestyle inflation. You upgrade car house, your children's schools, and suddenly, someone earning $250,000 per year still feels stuck. Level 6, top 5% money works for you. This is the real turning point. Net worth 3 to 10 million USD. Now you have income from dividends, income from real estate, income generating assets. For example, 1 million USD invested 7% return equals 70,000 USD per year, almost equal to an average salary, without doing anything. This is when you no longer trade time for money. You trade money for time. You can take a year off, work less, live by choice. Level 7, top 1%. Net worth 10 million USD plus. You no longer think about daily spending. You think about tax structure, asset allocation, asset protection, legacy. You have an accountant, an advisor, a lawyer. The game has completely changed. It is no longer about making money. It is about keeping and multiplying money. Level 8 ultra wealth, 30 million USD and above. This is no longer high income. This is business owners, founders, large investors. They do not just play the game. They create the rules of the game. And the gap between them and the rest is widening every year. After seeing the full picture, a pattern becomes very clear. Not everyone who is wealthy started with high income, but all of them share one thing in common: 3 core principles. They create a gap. Earn 100. Do not spend 100. They keep their money. Do not let lifestyle consume their income. They invest consistently over time. Do not try to time the market, but let time do the work. The truth is, you do not need to be the smartest person. You do not need to be the luckiest. You just need to look directly at your position and be honest about it, because people in the top 1% did not start there. They started with a small gap between what they earn and what they keep. So the question for you is, what level are you at and what is keeping you there? Comment below. I read them all. And if you want to understand more clearly how to move from one level to the next, subscribe. Because in the next video, we will not talk about theory anymore. We will talk about real strategy.